How to make him miss you badly when he's on a business trip. Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. I'm Eunice, your femininity coach. Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that you can have free chapters of my femininity guide simply by checking the link in my description box. So it's important for you to learn how to make him miss you badly, because you see, when you date masculine men, high status men, let's say that they are used to have the attention of women, because you know that women are attracted by resources. And although some men who play at a high level are faithful, but they are faithful with women who magnetize them. With women, they know that they can't afford losing. So that's the woman that you become when you grab the free chapters of my guide. Okay, so we're gonna talk about how to make him miss you badly, especially in the talking stage, because you know that in the talking stage, many things can happen. Like, you are dating, but you guys aren't, officially together. There are still, that seduction game and all of that. So yeah, I want to talk about how to handle that gracefully until he commits, so that yeah, you get commitment with a high value man, a man who worships you, and a man who is truly into you. So, can you relate to this? You are in the talking stage, you had a few dates already with the guy, but he tells you that, yeah, he needs to travel for work and the deal isn't really sealed yet. So in your head, something is happening. You feel like you have an amazing connection. He checks all the boxes. On his hand, you don't really know, you don't really know him well, but you like him a lot. He's not committed to you yet, but yeah, you can tell that he likes you. It tells you that you are pretty. He takes you to really nice dates and all of that. So yeah, he's a really cool guy, really great and attractive guy. He's actually dreamy. So I want to go over the common mistakes that I see women make. So what's happening when you are under this scenario is that, because you haven't sealed the deal yet, and it's new, you have a lot of excitement, positive emotions going on, but also a bit of stress as well, because again, the deal isn't sealed yet. So part of you aren't 100% secure that that's gonna come back to you. You fear losing him, and you overthink. You might be afraid that when he's gonna travel, maybe he has hot women in his company. You are afraid that, yeah, he might meet someone while traveling. So yeah, you start to have a lot of anxious thoughts. And the thing that you do to keep him interested and to make sure that he doesn't forget about you is that you keep on texting him all the time. But the thing is, when you do that, you don't allow him to miss you, you see. And I know it's hard, because you like him a lot and you want to be sure that he's still there and the communication isn't broken. But you need to know that you need to understand that he needs to fear losing you, you see. You can't be the one fearing losing him. He needs to be the one fearing losing you. He must think, okay, I need to stay in touch with Anna, otherwise she might disappear, because I know that she's a gorgeous woman, a feminine woman, a high value woman, a magnetic woman. I'm sure many men want to wife her. You see, this should be his thought process. And another thing that is happening right now, because now you need to understand that we communicate, verbally, but also through nonverbal communication, through our thoughts, our mindset, and all of that. So what's happening is that now that you have a lot of anxious thoughts because you're afraid to see him disappear, you start to act like a pick-me without realizing it. And not even with your behavior, but also with the thoughts pattern that you're gonna have. He's gonna pick up subconsciously, because you need to know that we communicate subconsciously with others. He's gonna pick up your anxiety. He's gonna pick up your stress. He's gonna pick up your pick-me-ism, if I can call it like that. Okay. So you need to rewire your mind to make sure that you have confident thoughts. What happens when you chases him hard? What happens when you chase him hard like that is that you are not in your masculine energy. You need to understand that men have a masculine energy and that energy needs to express itself. If with you he feels like he can't express his masculine energy, he's going to lose interest in you. And that's the same thing for you. If you feel like you can't feel feminine with a guy, you're going to lose interest in him as well, because you're going to be exhausted to keep the relationship afloat. This is why most people break up, because the feminine can't rest in her feminine energy, and also the man can't be in his masculine energy. You see? So you always have to play this dance. Am I in my feminine energy right now? Am I able to rest in my feminine energy with this guy? And it all happens subconsciously once again. But he needs to feel like, okay, she makes me feel like a man. I can chase her. Okay? So there is one scenario that I want to mention. So let's say now you are dating an NBA athlete. So you know that they travel a lot for their games and all of that. So let's say you have met one. You met that NBA athlete and he's in town. He's in town, so you don't see him often. So what happens is like he texts you, oh, come to my hotel. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done training. I don't know. I'm gonna be done training and hanging out with my buddies at 11 p.m. So you can come after that. So you have two types of women here. Under this scenario, some women will get mad. Oh no, another guy who just wants to sleep with me. She's gonna be mad. She's gonna be offended, and she's gonna tell you like, what? We barely see each other, and now the only thing you want to offer is like, me coming to your place at 11 p.m. You see, that woman gonna get really mad. But the thing is like, he's asking you this because you didn't do what you had to do beforehand to magnetize him. You see, because right now, if he's offering just a casual hookup, it means that you didn't magnetize him beforehand so that he could offer you more. This is why it's important for you to really play your cards right during the talking stage. You see, that's the reason why you need the 3 chapters of My Guide. You have another type of woman who would go. She would think, okay, he's an NBA player. Those men have a lot of opportunities and all of that. So, okay, I want commitment and all of that. Of course, I want marriage and all of that. But he can only offer me casual hookups. That's the only thing I can get with men like that. So, I will go. And you see, a woman like that will still go because she will fear losing the guy. And for her, being, the side chick or having just casual hookups is better than having nothing. You see, and it's because she thinks that she's not worthy of more. Okay? I want to invite you to rethink your strategy because you deserve more than casual hookups. Okay? Because there aren't 2 options here. It's not like, okay, now I'm going to date down, I'm going to date a bus driver, so at least I won't fear losing him, he's going to be there. Some women think like that. They think, yeah, I don't have to go after high status men because those men cheat, they don't commit and all of that. I want deep commitment, so I might as well just settle. No, it's not that. All men are capable of love, but you need to magnetize them. So, if you need him, so I want you to say that if you really want men to start missing you badly, you need to rethink your strategy. Okay, because right now what you are doing is certainly pick me. Another scenario that I have seen happening is that when the guy, he's away or you haven't heard from him, you haven't heard from him in a while, and now you want him to miss you badly. So your strategy is now, to send him sexy pics of you. You see, with the sexy pics, yeah, it's gonna come back, but that's not what's gonna magnetize him. So if you really want, a high status man to miss you badly, what you need to understand is that he needs to experience strong emotions with you. Okay? Men fall in love by accident. You see, when they meet you, they aren't thinking, oh, I'm gonna fall in love. I hope we're gonna have a deep emotional connection. No, that's not what they think. What they think is like, oh, I hope I'm gonna have intimacy with her fast enough without having to put in too much effort. This is what they think. Sorry, I was tapping on my board, but I'm realized now that it might be annoying for you. So yeah, they need to feel strong emotions when dating you, and they also need to feel like dating you is a whole new experience. And there is one mistake that I'm guilty of, and I'm sure that that's something that we can all relate. So in the past, I would think that, yeah, I need to win him over, through intimacy. So I would think about I would think about getting better in the bedroom, getting, sex tips from other women, from magazines and all of that. But no, you don't magnetize a guy. You don't magnetize a guy with what happens in the bedroom. You magnetize him with the experiences that he has with you outside of the bedroom. So if you are interested about how to actually put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I really encourage you to click the link in my description box to grab the free chapters of my guide, How to Bag a High Caliber Man in 12 Weeks, because everything is explained week after week. Like, you know what to do. You know what to do when he's away. You know what to do during the talking stage. It's thoroughly explained, and getting commitment will become easy. So really, if you date high status men and you don't want to date down, you don't want to lower your lifestyle, you don't want to struggle financially, you don't want your kids to struggle. If you have high standards for yourself and you know what you can expect from men, you know that you are worthy of gift, of nice dates, but also of deep commitment, grab the link in my description box. I will see you there. Bye bye. Grab the guide in my description box. I will see you there. Bye bye.